Hello everyone, VegasFake1965. This week's video is all about the Nether Fortress. Everything that I know about the Nether Fortress that I can pass on to you. If you have not found one yet, then at the end of this video I'll have a link to finding a Nether Fortress the very easiest way possible. Or you can check out my channel and find that video there. Just did it about a month ago. So without further ado, let's find out. Well, the Nether Fortress is obviously found in the Nether dimension, and the Y level for the lava is 30, so you'll find the Nether Fortress between Y60 and Y70. It can be found in all the different biomes. Some biomes obviously are going to present more of a hazard, be more dangerous to us than others. Like for example, here we have a warped forest biome and a crimson biome within the boundary of this Nether Fortress. That means we are going to be facing a few more mobs than normal, like the piglins. We'll also face the endermen, and we'll also face the hoglins. So be really careful when you're running around and you've got something like this with a Nether Fortress. The Nether Fortress has two really distinct areas. One is an open area and one is an enclosed area which has tunnels in it. Now this area here should be open, but sometimes it can be buried under netherrack, but it normally would be like considered an open area. And in the open areas you can usually find these spawners here, the blaze spawners, which everybody's obviously going to need if they plan on making a brewing stand or brewing some potions. So usually you will find at least one of them, but more commonly you'll find two of these blaze spawners. You'll notice when you've reached the inside section of the Nether Fortress when you see this lava source sitting right here. And not far inside the Nether Fortress is where you can actually find some of the loot that you're definitely going to need, such as nether wart, which you'll find usually around the staircases. And you'll also find these chests. Now up on the screen I'm going to show you the list of loot that you can possibly find within the Nether Fortress. Pause your screen if you need to see this. There's quite a bit in here, including some diamonds and some diamond horse armor. Normally, the kind of mobs you would find inside another fortress are your Zemified Piglets, your wither skeletons, regular skeletons, magma cubes, and also blazes. But as I mentioned earlier, if your Nether Fortress happens to border either a warped forest or a crimson forest, then chances are you're going to be getting some zoglins, some hoglins, some piglins, for example, and for the warped forest, you're also going to be getting some endermen. So be really careful. This place is extremely dangerous. Now the Zemified Piglets are more of a neutral mob, and unless you attack them, they'll just wander about their way and they won't bother you at all. But if you attack one, he will attack you, and he'll call all of his friends that happen to be in the area. And also, if you happen to have blocked a ghast attack and that damage hits somewhere nearby and hits him, he will come after you. Along with all of his friends, and he will continue to come after you, and so will they all, as long as they have eye contact with you. So if you bury yourself in here somewhere and about 25 to 55 seconds go by, they will all lose interest. But if you pillar up, he will be angry at you forever. Now if you do kill one, you're more than likely going to get some rotten flesh. You could possibly get a golden nugget or a golden ingot, or perhaps even a golden sword. Now the skeleton is just like the overworld mob. He's going to attack you with arrows. Just avoid those arrows, and if he happens to hit a piglin from a distance, then the piglins will probably get angry with him and go after the skeleton, taking out your problem. But they're pretty much just a nuisance, and there's a chance that if they're going to try and spawn in a wither skeleton, that a regular skeleton could spawn in. So like I said, it's just like the overworld mob. They'll drop either bones or arrows, or even perhaps their bow. Now magma cubes come in three different varieties. You got your large, your medium, and also your small. Now killing a large will get you probably some magma cream, a little more if you have looting on your sword, and also the medium, but the small will not get you any magma cream as a result of killing the little ones. But if you do have frogs and they kill they eat the little magma cubes, then you'll get some frog lights. Now, out of all the mobs in the Nether Fortress, the blaze you're obviously going to need if you want to get some of these right here. That's the blaze rods. but they will hurl 3 fireballs at you. Each one will do that, and those fireballs hurt. But you're going to need that blaze rod if you want to make yourself some brewing stands, and also to get yourself some blaze powder, which will actually fuel the brewing stand. By far the toughest mobs within the Nether Fortress are going to be these guys right here. These are the wither skeletons, and they hurt. You'll see here in a moment, when he hits you, your hearts turn black, and for about 10 seconds, they'll be applying the wither effect to you. We'll lose a heart every 2 seconds. No fun. They hit really hard, plus the wither effect. You won't last long up against these guys, but there is a trick to it. If you notice, they can't fit underneath a 2-block space like this. But if you set yourself up a couple areas like this where you can run from them, and then you can go ahead and loot them with any luck, you might get yourself a wither skeleton skull. Unfortunately, we didn't. You get bones, you get experience, you're going to get coal. Occasionally, you'll get yourself a stone sword. But there is a 2.5% chance that you will get yourself a wither skelly skull. Now, if you have looting on your sword, you can get that up to 5.5%. Now, on bedrock, that's up to 8.5% because you get 2% on bedrock for every level of looting. Now, we've gone over the regular mobs that spawn within another fortress, but if you happen to have another fortress that spawns like this one is, with a crimson forest running through it, you're going to have to deal with the piglins, and also you're going to have to deal with the hoglins. To take care of the hoglins, keep yourself a warped fungus around, so if they do start to bother you, drop it on one of the nylium, either warped or crimson nylium, and they will run away, and it'll keep you safe. When it comes to the piglins, make sure that you're wearing a gold piece. I suggest using a golden helmet, because the two enchants, the water enchants that we would normally have in the overworld, respiration and aqua affinity, are totally useless here in the nether. However, for the boots, you definitely could use feather falling in case you do fall. Well, that's going to wrap it up for me for this week's video, all about the Nether Fortress. If you have any questions for me, feel free to leave me a comment down below. I always answer my comments. And if you like this video, click that like button. If you want to subscribe for past or future videos, click that subscribe button. It really helps me and lets me know I provide great quality content for you guys each and every week. So until next week's video, thank you very much for watching, guys, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye.